Braid story time.
I can braid that, but I don't have pics.
I showed this girl the hairstyle that I wanted, and I asked her multiple times, can you do it? She said yes. Why is it not straight? Why? And I was willing to overlook that. Why would a triangle? Why? Why are these not blocks? Like, I'm not understanding. I really am not.
My level of irritation right now is at an all-time high. It's 10:54. I had a hair appointment booked for 10 a.m. The instructions on the confirmation say, when you arrive, text with your name and your appointment time and await confirmation text to come inside. So I sent that at 9:51. It's 10:55. So I've been sitting here for an hour. I never got a text back. I called. 20 minutes went by. I called again. I said, let me go inside to the actual suite because maybe she's caught up doing someone's hair that came in before me and can't get to her phone. I go to the suite. The door is locked. The blinds are down. I peek through. There's no one in there. I come back to the car. I call again. I leave a voicemail. I just called another 2 or 3 times. I checked her personal Instagram page, and 10 hours ago she posted, so I'm guessing she's at least still alive. I know that she recently had a death in the family. I even stopped to get her a bouquet of flowers. My hair looks insane underneath this scarf because I just took out a sew-in with leave out, so it's getting heat damage plus afro smushed underneath this scarf right now. I have 3 bundles and a 2x6 lace closure. My hair is not washed because a wash is included in the service. So at this point, I've paid a $50 deposit and I've now waited an hour and 5 minutes in this same spot and am actively being ghosted by this stylist sitting outside of the salon. I know that stuff happens, but how am I going to express any form of empathy or patience if you do not communicate with me? Nothing has been said to me, and so now I'm sitting here with my hair not done, with the deposit paid, prepared to pay to have my hair complete. What am I supposed to do? And my thing is, stuff does happen, but nothing has been communicated to me, and this is my first time coming to this stylist. So it's like, y'all don't like the horror stories, but at the end of the day, it all comes down to customer service.
What's up, beautiful people? Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'll be sharing 10 different things to look out for you to like choose a braider. Basically, guide to help you choose a good braider, not just any type of braiders, because there are so many braiders. And in a world where unprofessionalism and a lot of like bad things have become attributed to braiding and like braiders in general, I am very certain that they are really good ones. However, they are not as popular as the bad ones. So I have just been able to compile this list that would help you, because giving your trust to someone to like take care of your hair, I don't know if I just think too deeply about it, but like my hair is such an important thing to me. And I think I've like talked about a story where I went to a braider and like the center of my hair, like my whole hair literally uprooted at the middle, this whole middle like this. The hair literally came right out, like my scalp was irritated, and since then like my hair has become such an important thing to me, and I don't just give it to anybody. And I feel like a lot of people are probably like me, especially the natural girlies, because especially if you're Nigerian, you have probably seen a lot of things with braiders. Blow it out, do this, and you're not just blowing it out, you need to blow it out straight. There are a lot of rules when it comes to like 4-type hair, and like braiders taking care of 4-type hair or like braiding 4-type hair. They always have like this really ridiculous rules, and they don't really make sense to me. But let me just save you right now. I have been able to compile this list, so let's just get right into it. So the first thing that you want to look out for when you're choosing your braider is professionalism. You want to make sure that they know what they are doing. And let me just tell you now, checking Instagram posts would not give you anything. You will not find what you need to find on Instagram. And why do I say this? This is because there are some people that can just like steal other people's content and then just post it on Instagram. I'm very sure that you've probably come about pictures like that. So what I like to do is I like to first check the page, and then I check the consistency of all the pictures. If the picture does not look consistent, and what I mean by the consistency is like the angling of the camera and also the background. When like you come about a page, you would see that the way they take their pictures or the way they make their videos are very similar. because obviously it's one person that is doing that job. Either it is a big brand, either it is like a small brand, there's always a consistency in the way the pictures are taken, either from the background, because obviously I have like this really nice place that is probably dedicated to taking pictures, or there's just this nice place that is just available and I just converted that to like taking pictures. So obviously I would not want to like check like different places to like take the pictures, if you get what I'm saying. So you want to check for the consistency. If there's no consistency in like the pictures, then the brand, like those pictures are not theirs. I've seen a lot of situations where people basically check online and then they see a particular picture and then they decide to like book that person, but at the end of the day the person does something ridiculously crazy. So you want to check for the consistency. Now, aside for checking for the consistency, you also want to check their reviews. That's like really important. That is like my go-to place for anything at all. I just go to Google. I think Google is in all the countries in the world, correct me if I'm wrong, but if it is not available in your place, I'm very certain that there are other things that you can check for. Probably maybe their booking sites, if they have a booking site, but make sure that you have a place where you can check for their reviews. When you go through their reviews, you check their 5-star review, check their 2-star review, check their 1-star review. I check all those things. Very important. Another thing I'm going to say with professionalism is the number of followers that a brand has doesn't necessarily mean that they are really good at what they are doing. Let me just tell you now, in case you don't know, people buy engagement on all these social media platforms these days. If they are blurring something out on their page, best believe that the picture is also not for them. Either the picture or the video, it is not for them. So as I said earlier, make sure that you check their reviews. This is how you can see how professional that they are. And by professional, I mean like if they're actually good at what they are doing. Check for reviews. What you want to look out for in the reviews is how they are taking care of their client's hair, the result of the client. If you're a natural girl, you want to also check if they have like natural clients and what people have to say, like the natural girls have to say about their service. Really important. Now, the second thing that you want to look out for to choose a good braider is hair care. The fact that like one thing they tick one of these boxes doesn't mean that they are good. They need to at least have like tick a lot of these boxes, or at least what is important to you of all these things, before you can choose them as your braider. Now let's just move back to the next thing, which is hair care. You need to make sure that they take hair care really seriously. Again, either you have natural hair or you have relaxed hair. Hair care is something that is really important. How do they take care of your hair? How, or rather their clients' hair, their other clients' hair. Check review for this type of things. You would see people that probably have natural hair. If they take hair care really seriously, then you will see it in their reviews, like, oh, these people took care of my hair really well. These people did this, these people did this. You would know all these things from review. So hair care is like something that is really important to me, because first of all, I have really tender scalp, and like I take out my own hair really well. So I wouldn't want to like pay a particular amount of money to someone who would just rip off my hair or not even take care of my hair even better than the way I would take care of my own hair. Make sure that they are knowledgeable about all types of hair, or at least your own type of hair. That is really important. If they're always complaining about people's hair, again, you will see this in reviews. I'm telling you, reviews will help you a lot when it comes to like choosing like a good braider. Check their reviews. If they don't have a place where you can see reviews, maybe check comment section. I feel like sometimes some of their clients can come to the comment section. That is if they don't delete the bad ones, which is why I keep talking about reviews, because I don't think you can actually delete a review off Google. So really important. Check their reviews, check everything. You would see how they take care of their clients' hair. If they are always complaining about clients' hair, that is something that almost everybody will talk about in the reviews. I know this because I have been through let me tell you, I cannot count the number of reviews that I have read in this life when it comes to like hair salons. Even the ones that I know that I'll probably never like go to their salon, maybe because I'm like in a farther place from where they are, I still check their review. The minute like I see a salon online and I see like, oh, these people seem to know what they are doing, I go to Google and I search for them. If I can't find them on Google, I'm so sorry, but that's a red flag for me, because why is your business not on Google? Like, why can't I find you on Google? Hair care is really important. That is another way to know if this is a good braider. A lot of braiders just want to braid. They don't know anything about like taking care of hair, taking care of natural hair, taking care of relaxed hair, or any other hair textures. They don't know anything about that. So if you find one that is really good and well versed when it comes to like hair care, hold on to that braider, please. Hold on dearly to them. Now the third tip to find a good braider is good energy. We want to make sure that we find a braider that matches your energy. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I am also a braider. Or should I say I was a braider? I was a professional braider, and this is something that is so important. I don't even think that people understand what energy does when it comes to like braiding your hair. Girl, you are going to be spending a lot of time with this person. You don't want somebody that does not have like a good energy with you. If you're a quiet person, find a quiet braider. How would you know this, you might ask? You will know from their captions. The way they caption their videos, you would know from that. The type of posts that they also post on their social media platforms, you will also know from that if they're a quiet braider. If you're a quiet person, find a quiet braider. If you are a very lousy person, find a lousy braider. If you're a type of person that likes to like turn up, find a braider that knows how to turn up. Or I would say or find somebody that respects. Now this one, I honestly don't know how you're going to find out. I honestly don't know how you're going to know a type of braider that would maybe be able to match every person's energy. But if you can, maybe like ask people that they have braided with them before. Some people like post, like tag rather, they tag their clients when they post their pictures. So maybe like enter their DMs and then ask them what type of person they are. If you're a quiet person, you want to find a quiet braider. You don't want a braider that are trying to like just be quiet and braider is just like yapping. You do not want that. You don't want that at all. And if you're like a really lousy person, you want to find a braider that match your energy, because if you're a lousy person and you find a quiet braider, best believe that you're going to be pissed off throughout the whole appointment, and you don't want that. My energy is such an important thing to me. So the next thing to consider before you pick a braider is the location of the braider. Now I know this probably has nothing to do with like hair or something, but we need to be security conscious. Okay, you need to make sure that you know the location of that braider. Yes, it is very possible that you have probably just met this braider on the internet and you don't know where they stay. That is why Google Maps is available. Check your map. Okay, check the map, check it, very important. See how far it is to your own place. If you do not want to like spend like a really long time traveling to like get your hair braided, then find a braider that is like really close to your place. So another thing that you want to check is how safe braiders environment is, or rather streets, anywhere they are. You need to make sure that you know how safe it is. You can ask the braider. And you say check Google Map. There's this satellite view on Google Map. Check the area, see how the area is it developed, are there street lights there? Just check like that. Things like that really important. Another thing that you want to do is check if they are like a kitchen braider, or if it is actually like a salon suite or something like that. I know a lot of people have problems with like kitchen braiders. I don't. I really don't care. If you are good at what you are doing, I don't have a problem, as long as nothing is like stressing me, or like your kids are not all over the place asking me to give them what I'm eating. Now the fifth thing that you want to check out for is if they have a braid assistant or braid assistant. Just as the name implies, they are basically there to assist the braider to make work a lot easier and also faster for them. Now they can be doing things like maybe ending the braids or like trimming. They are basically going to help like make work really fast, so you can like finish faster. In a situation where like a hairstyle will take 6 hours, if you have like a braid assistant, it might take 3 hours or 4 hours, basically like just to cut the time. Now the purpose of this is to prepare your mind and your mind and your heart, everything that needs to be prepared before you go for the appointment, and to also help with like time management as well. And if you're a type of person that doesn't like to sit for a really long time, knowing if they have a braid assistant can be like a deal breaker for you. If they don't have a braid assistant, then you can just go ahead to keep looking for people that would have braid assistants. But if it is not a problem for you, then you can just stick with them. Now the sixth thing is good customer service. This cannot be overemphasized. I'm so sorry, but in fact, I'm not sorry, but great customer service is such an important thing to me. And the way you can know this is again through their reviews. You will see their reviews. If they have a bad habit of talking to customers in such a terrible manner, you will see in the reviews. Even people that have not patronized them will go to the review to tell them, oh, their customer service is really, really terrible. It might just be the little things. Just find out about that. Another way you would know if they have like good customer service is how they speak to you when you message them. And also from their captions, you see from their captions, you see from their bio, very, very important. If you start seeing things like don't message me, don't do this, that's already a red flag for me. I'm not comfortable with that. Another place that you can see this is how they have presented their policy. If they have a policy, if they don't have a policy, run for your life. I am so sorry. If they don't have a policy, just run for your life. I'm just letting you know. But we're going to get into policies later. We are still talking on good customer service. You will know from the way they've worded their policies, the words that they use, the way they have already formed the sentences. You will know from that. You also know from their captions. There are some people that when they have a problem with a client, they like it. You see it in the caption basically. You also know from the way they respond to comments. So like check all these things. Let me tell you, yes, right now you're an FBI agent. They're just like in the braid department. This is for your hair, so you need to make sure that you're taking your time. Choosing somebody to make your hair is not just a one-day search type thing. Do not do that. I do not like to like change my braiders. If I see somebody that is really, really good at something, I would just like to stick to them. So you need to make sure that you're taking your time. Take your time, okay? Take your time to choose and choose right. Good customer service is so important because you don't want to go to somebody that has bad customer service, because trust me, it's just like energy. You are going to be so pissed, you're going to be so frustrated, and you're probably not even going to like your hair. Like you've already spent the money. At this point, it's as if you wasted it if you did not enjoy the service. Because the seventh thing on my list is rules and regulation, basically policy. When it comes to like braiding and policy, a lot of people are so sensitive to it, but policies are actually supposed to protect you, the client, as well as the breeders. If you read through a breeder's policy or any policy at all and you don't feel protected, then you should run. If the company does not even have a policy at all, you should also run, because if anything happens, then there's no agreement, there's nothing signed that would help you out in that type of situation. Policy is such an important thing to me, that is, and it should be just as important to you. So one thing that you want to do is you want to read through that policy, read it extensively, read it really, really well, because a lot of breeders can be very, very shady, and it's not just breeders alone. A lot of business owners can be really, really shady, and most of the time they will just want to protect themselves. But if you see a policy that protects you and also the breeder, then good for you. If you feel like the policy is only protecting the breeder, then you should just run. Now, if you are not comfortable with the policy, with the way some things are in the policy, don't even ask them to change it, because if they say, oh no, it's fine, they didn't change it in the policy. So if anything actually goes wrong, it's your word. It's actually their word against you, or maybe your word against them, because the policy is already online. Everywhere you can see it. But if you come and say, oh, but I texted you, I told you to like change this for me, and you said okay, it won't help you. It will not help you. So like just make sure that you're on the safe side. If you get what I'm saying, check the policy, read through it, ask them questions. If you're still not comfortable with it, run. Just look for somebody else. Really, really important. I cannot even stress less on policy. Policy is such an important thing. Now, if you read through their policies and there are some things that you're not comfortable with, like straightening your hair needs to be straightened, I'm so sorry, but I feel like that is just really, really stupid. Apologies to whoever is a braider and is watching this. As I said, I'm a braider as well, and I don't think that your hair needs to be like straightened, like bone straight, before you can braid it. If you are not good at what you want to do, then you should not even have a salon in the first place. If you know how to like braid really, really well, then I don't think that there should be a problem with braiding natural hair in its natural form. I don't like putting heat in my hair at all. So what happens if I don't like heat and I want to braid my hair with you? You are going to force me to like put heat in my hair? Like, it doesn't make sense. I make sure that I braid all my clients hair in their natural state, except of course if you want to straighten it out by yourself. And I don't understand the don't put products in it. The products, the braiding jam I'm going to be using will turn white. I use shine and jam most of the time. It can turn white, but it will dry clear. So what exactly is the problem with, like, it's like saying, oh, come with natural hair without using like any moisturizing product on your scalp. Then what are you doing? I'm so sorry, but I just feel like you don't know your job. I'm probably going to get a lot of backlash for this, but I'm just saying what I'm saying because I'm a braider and I'm also a client as well. If I get a braider that tells me, oh, come with your hair bone straight, I just think that you don't know what you're doing. If you want to like maybe stretch your hair, I can tell you, oh, okay, you can just braid it down, and maybe when you are coming for your appointment, when you come in, you can just take out the hair and then braid it down like that. That is if the client wants that, and that is even a way to like straighten your hair using like a heatless method that will not damage the person's hair. I know some people say, some braiders rather, they say, oh, don't use hair protectant in your hair, don't use conditioner, don't use oil, just come with your hair freshly washed, no products, baby. I don't know how you guys are doing it, but okay. Now the 8th thing on my list is check their review. I know I've said this, like I've emphasized on this and I've brought it up over and over again, but I think it has to be a point on its own. It's really, really important. You need to check what the review is saying. Don't just check the 5-star reviews. You don't want to do that. You see those 1-star reviews? People that are complaining, check what they are complaining about, what exactly is the problem, and also check how the business handled it. That's another way to know what is going on. That's another way to know if they have good customer service and if they are professionals. Check the reviews, check how they respond to the 1-star review. Did they say, oh, would get better, or are they insulting the people? Because I've seen a lot of businesses that literally curse out their clients. So check how they're responding to it. Check the 5-star reviews as well. See why people are giving them 5-star reviews. What is that thing what's that consistent thing that people are so excited about? Check for that one too. For some people it might be, oh, they know how to take care of this type of hair. For some people it's, oh, the customer service is really, really amazing. Just check that. Now the next thing, which is the 9th thing that you need to check out for, is comfort. You are going to be sitting in their chair for such a long time. You need to make sure that the place that you would be in, you are really, really comfortable with the place, and you are also comfortable with the things around you. You need to check if they have like really, really good chairs. You need to check if they have like a bathroom or a restroom where you can like get yourself well prepared and put together, that type of thing. Basically anything that will make you comfortable, you need to make sure that they have it. Aside the things that you need to bring yourself, check if there are things there that would make you feel really, really comfortable. For me, it can be chair, it can be if they have like a restroom, because obviously if I need to pee, where would I go? The last thing on my list, which is the 10th thing, we have gotten to the last point. If you've been enjoying this video so far and you have learned something from it, which I'm very, very certain that you would have, because these things are literally from me as an individual, and I'm very, very certain that you learned something at this point. Just let me know in the comment section, and if you also have like tips to help people that I've not mentioned in here, drop it in the comment section so more people can like see these things and like be saved from the terrible pandemic. Okay, so now the last thing on my list is aligned goals. This is really, really important. It is just as important as every other thing. In fact, I think it is even more important to have aligned goals with your braider. You need to make sure that like your goals for your hair is basically the same goal that your braider has for your hair. And again, I'll bring in hair care to this thing and like the whole straightening your hair before you come to braid your hair. When it comes to like braiding hair, as much as I know that a lot of people they just want to like braid your hair, like just pay me so I can braid your hair and you can just go. There are a lot of clients that it's not, I don't just want you to braid my hair. I need a lot of things to be done to my hair, like not just braiding. I need to make sure that we understand that, oh, my hairline is probably receding and I want my braids to look a certain way, or my hair, I've been taking care of my hair for such a long time and I don't want to put heat in my hair. You need to find a braider that would be able to understand your vision, understand your goal, and also have that same goal with you. Because imagine if you are trying to like grow your own hair, you're trying to make sure that your hair is well protected, you're trying to install braids in as a protective style, and you want to make sure that your own hair as well is protected and in its natural state, but your brother doesn't want that. Like, that's like two opposite goals. You do not want that, so communicate with them first before you go ahead to make them your braider. Now, another thing that I'm just going to put in here will just be like my last tip. My last tip is, when you've already found, like, say, a series of people that fit into this thing, I don't know how many they would be, but I'm just going to say, like, try them out. Now, to try them out, you don't want to do anything fancy. By fancy, I mean, like, you don't want to do anything that's going to cost you a lot of money. So just do something really, really small, just to test out if all the assumptions that you have made and all the deductions that you have made is actually correct. Okay, so yeah, that is it for this video. As I said earlier, if you learned something from this video, let me know in the comment section what your takeaway from this video is. And if you have any tips again that I did not mention in here, just let us know in the comment section. We need to help each other out in this type of situation. I hate to see all this horror braider story time. I like to watch some of them, but it hurts me so much when I see people go through all these things just in the name of, like, making your hair. And if you have totally given up on braiding, like getting your hair braided professionally, I am really, really sorry that you had to experience that. You can, however, just go ahead and start DIYing your hair. I have a lot of videos on my channel concerning how to braid your own hair, how to take care of your hair. I have natural fussy hair and I make my hair myself. This hair, all of it, was made by me from scratch, from prepping the extension to the curls to everything. And let me just tell you something, all this, I used just one pack of extension for it, less than a pack in fact, because I didn't finish the whole pack of extension. And I'm going to leave the video in the description box below so you can see exactly how I did it. If you still like to make your hair professionally, knowing how to do your own hair by yourself can also be a plus. You know, for those days that you probably can't, like, rush to the salon, or maybe, like, you can't book an appointment, or maybe you're short of cash and you just want to do something quick for yourself, just subscribe to the channel and you will see a lot of those videos. And yeah, I will see you hopefully in the next one. Bye.